The return of Chaos Battle. Jesus fucking Christ, Red. Can you stop with the belches?
I timed it.
We have Thurman defending Nero and Red defending Seras.
Top waifu.
You wear a push-up bra?
I don't wear a bra.
Oh my god.
She can bite me any day.
Okay. And also, we're going to start off at, what, 250 meters?
I'd like to start off semi-far away for this one because a lot of Seras's abilities are her sniping abilities. Is that fair, Thurman? Because that's like a lot of what she does.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'd like to know how Nero could handle some of the sniping she's done. So no, go ahead. Introduce your character, Thurman.
Okay, so Nero is an ex-member of the Holy Order. It was a group that essentially was like the Order of the Sword. It was like a group that worships Sparta, Dante, and Virgil's son. It's a rumor that Nero is the son of Virgil, but is what it is, a rumor. He has not much is known about his past. He was abandoned by his father, but then he has a best friend / love interest named Kiri. He was born with a demonic right hand called Doublebringer. We don't know where the fuck that's from. #DMC plotline. But she's a very cocky but heroic character. People consider him the younger Dante, like Devil May Cry Dante. That's they can compare his personality. Seeing how he also has demonic blood in him, although it's not, just like I said, it's rumor or not if he's actually Virgil's son or not. And he has 2 weapons, a sword and a pistol. The sword being Red Queen, and the gun, a revolver, being Blue Rose, both of his trademark weapons. He also has another weapon, but I'll get that once we start getting into the battle. But yeah, very interesting character, and that's Nero.
Oh shit! All right, Seras is as the abridged so lovingly puts it,
big titted police girl. Yes, it's like I didn't just get through explaining this.
a big titted police girl who gets basically she's about to die, and Alucard's like, turning you into a vampire now, and she's like, what? And he's like, totally doing it. I may have seen the abridged so much that is now the new canon in my head. But yeah, that happens, and she essentially becomes, throughout the series, someone who is slowly becoming a vampire. She can't really stop it. Obviously, she has to get past that whole moral thing of oh shit, I have to drink blood now. And throughout the series, like, she, they tease that, and she finally does near the end. But I mean, a lot of what she has is just like typical vampire stuff, superhuman crazy strength. She can go into blood rages, which is just like where she just straight up is just like like ripping people apart. She can like straight up rip a dude apart with her bare hands. That kind of strength we're talking here. And my personal favorite things that she does, she loves her sniping, and when she snipes, she uses like anti-tank cannons. So I'm gonna send a couple things here in Discord for you, my good sir. This is the fucking huge ass like anti-tank cannon she has, and then I'm gonna send you a link. As you can see, it's blowing through. It's just blowing through people. Like we're talking like people that have like not tanks, big ass metal anti-riot shields. It just blows through like 6 of those dudes. So we're talking like crazy shit, and this isn't even the best gun she has. Later in the series, she has that Mark II, where it's fucking. I'm just gonna send you the picture so you can experience it yourself. But it's essentially that, but there's 2 of them, and she has a pack on her back with like a fuckload of ammo. Yeah, so just that's a thing that she can do. So she can really unload into this guy. So I'm sure, I know he heals a lot and he can do a lot of crazy shit, but like she's packing heat.
In more areas than one.
Exactly. I wasn't going there, but yeah, yeah. Of course she has her 13mm rifle, but why even bring that up when you have the fucking cannon? But yeah, that'll be there obviously for less heavy-duty things if she needs to do that. As I said, she has her superhuman strength, superhuman speed and agility, superhuman accuracy. If we're talking about accuracy with her rifle, she can see targets that are over 600 meters away and even behind cover. Alucard even hits, and I know this doesn't have much to do with her, but it shows that she could see this. Alucard hit someone an entire kilometer away, and that was kind of like what she was working up towards. Let me hold on a second. Accuracy. Let's see here. She hits an artificial vampire who is 500 to 600 meters away and running in full speed, and that's a vampire running, so you know they're fast. We got her firing a rifle with one arm and hitting a target that's 4,500 meters away. And let's see. And all this shit I'm going to put in the video. If you want me to send it to you, I can. But I'm assuming you've seen the show. Let's see here. And then yeah. So I mean, accuracy-wise, she can hit shit real far away. It's real heavy-duty bullets. And as I said, she herself very, very strong. So yeah. What would you like to start, Thurman?
Okay, so I guess I'll just start off by talking. Since you brought out your toys, I guess I'll bring out mine.
Oh, please.
First, let's talk about Nero's sword, Red Queen. It's a sword that is essentially has like an engine with it. It can he can charge it up to add flames to his sword, like flammable. Like flammable.
I gotta respect that.
Oh.
Flammable things called Exceed. So he can charge it up during a fight, and he can do upgraded versions of his moves. He also has, like I said, a revolver called Blue Rose that can one shots a demon. He has the ability to make it charge. He can charge it. It can charge 3 times, and its full charge. It does 2 shots, and then it does, and then after the 2 shots had a delay, and then it's like a short explosion. So it's that, and then for feats, he has his right arm has double bringer. It's actually pretty powerful. He could grab people from long range with it. It can stretch. Like here.
Okay, let me see this long range here.
We can see here he grabs a plant demon with it. Are my gifts sending?
Yeah, they are. Thank you. I appreciate you sending them that.
I'm downloading them as quickly as I can as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
He was able to grab a large statue with it.
So
for the
what is that it's extending there? That's his arm?
Yeah, it's the
in the new trailer.
It's the hand. David, the arm got ripped off. Yeah, so it feels like a larger version of his arm. And then without Doublebringer, he was able to overpower one demon who, with his sword alone, he was able to create like a gust of wind to block out what's it called? Because this one demon is like literally drenched in fire, like literally drenched in it.
Okay.
And just his presence alone was putting these buildings on fire, and Nero literally cleared it out with just a sword swing.
Okay, so he's got like enough to wind blast essentially. Let me watch. Ooh, that's pretty sexy.
Did that send?
Yeah, we're seeing it. The only one that doesn't work is the second one you sent. Wait, now hold on. I don't see the. Hold on, wait. I don't see the fire going out. Wait, let me watch this longer. The fire does not go out. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, show me.
I'll see. I'll probably get a YouTube version of it because this spectrum is probably really old.
Well, but do you see the GIF? Is that? Oh wait, maybe in this one. That's him dodging it.
Sure.
So while you're getting that, just so we can get to the point here of this battle. My first question to you is what's the longest range gun or ability he has? Because this fight's starting at long range. She's a sniper. She would have set up.
I would say his pistol is the one thing So, but I mean, I feel like speed-wise, he'd be able to dodge any sniper thing he can do because he's dodged bullets before. So I don't think the long range would be an issue. I feel like he'd be able to catch up to Seras before he was able to get hit. And where's the location of this taking place?
I'll let you choose that. I have no preference.
David's up to you.
David, just give us a location. Random location.
Let's go downtown LA. Plenty of places for both of them to post up.
There we go. Random.
Okay,
another city.
If
Well, it
we're
makes
using
sense for this one.
So I would
using
assume
the
Seras would set up at like a tall building and try to hit you.
So here's him dodging bullets, point blank.
Okay, click the bullet dodge and let me see this.
Okay.
Again, though, this is an I'm gonna assume anti-take a little faster. I'm not sure. Oh, point blank. Let me
And
see.
if he,
Wait, was that a? Wait, let me. I gotta look at that closer. Was that a dodge, or it looked like he just redirected the gun?
He bites the pistol.
But was it before or after? It looks like it was. I'm trying to figure out if it was before or after the firing.
It's after the first shot, before the second shot.
Okay.
I've played this game
So you
enough
think
to
so? He
know
moved
it.
his head out of the way of the bullet. Is that what's happening here?
He
Okay.
does.
Okay.
so and then if we continue, he can reload his gun very fast as well. Sending that here.
Okay, well, I just to chime in here, I also have Seras being able to dodge bullets as well. So we're both at bullet dodging. So I suppose, are we gonna assume that the bullets, unfortunately, because here's the thing, right? What you gotta, yeah, I've seen that gif, the very stylishly reloading, obviously. But like, here's my question, right? So like, obviously both of these people are fast enough to dodge bullets, but like, they're not always going to be on their best, or someone can try, like if you want to hit someone who can normally dodge bullets with bullets, you either have to A, surprise them with it, or B, give them like a distraction, like, oh, hey, look over here, and then shoot, you know what I mean? So like, there are still ways, and that goes for you and me. Like that goes for, I'm not going to immediately say, hey, your pistols are useless because I can dodge bullets. Because you could, if maybe potentially he could have something under his sleeve to distract Seras.
Yeah. So just keep in mind that Nero also has a double trigger form.
Oh, and Seras has a full vampire form.
So with double trigger form, he also gains access to Yamamoto.
Okay.
Now Yamamoto is Virgil's blade, has the ability to cut space. It's in the description. It said the sword.
Now we went through this with the whole Dante versus Spawn situation. Like, does it cut space? Yes, no,
yes,
David. Cut space? Yay, nay?
Is he talking Yamato?
Yes.
In Nero's case, it's heavily implied it does.
All right.
Like, so in double trigger form, he gets like a spectral that follows him. It also Nero already has a good regen, but the regen increases in double trigger form. David can attest to this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll show you a durability feat. Like he gets impaled by lances.
Okay. So is there a way to kill him?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he can die. It's not that hard to kill him. So it's essentially what double trigger does. He can use Yamamoto. I'm gonna show feats for Yamamoto. Like it's perfect. It cuts through a pillar. Like he sends a slash that Dante dodges because Dante's the goat. Cuts a pillar.
Hmm.
Like it's a lot of Yamamoto feats here. Like if when in double trigger form, when Nero fires his gun, energy swords fall behind it. Kind of like how Virgil is.
Okay. All right.
Can
and him accurately he can accurately cut someone out of.
Can I just say the names of these gifs are absolutely glorious?
All right, keep going.
What'd you say, David?
What do you say?
The fucking names of these.
Those aren't what the GIFs names are. Those are the people that uploaded the GIFs, I'm gonna assume.
So, there's
No, it's
that.
just like Twitch
And
clips,
then-
essentially.
And then, so the one thing I will say is Nero can catch up to
Got
Seras
this.
very, very, very quickly. So what I'm assuming is the Seras have any durability feats that can prevent her from being cut, because I feel like the biggest issue with Seras is that she doesn't have any defense against Yamamoto itself.
Okay, so what I will say. So good.
Cutting space means it can essentially ignore durability. So like it could cut. So
oh my god! Like, so you're telling me is there? Because again, cutting space is such a vague thing. Like, when you say that, like, what does that really mean? Like, other than like when you, so you're telling me that like essentially, like, was there a scene in this where it's like, haha, I have armor as hard as diamond, and he's like, doesn't matter, it cuts through space, bitch. Like, what does that mean? Or is it just it's a cool effect? It looks pretty.
Here, I'm gonna send you a definition
From the game. Because
no,
again,
spatial slicing.
no, but you're talking real like hypothetical weird shit is the problem. Because
I mean, it's not hypothetical. It's well known through fiction.
So
they even have it in Bleach.
So what you're saying is, well, first of all, who in Bleach? Tell me. Because if you're talking about the opening like Senkaimons and shit, that's not cutting through space. That's like opening a gate with the sword.
It was Zaraki slices space.
No, okay, no, he does not slice space itself. He sliced like he sliced out of space. He's like, you're being weird. I don't like
You
it.
can't defend that one, can you?
Because you're talking about slicing so hard that you're opening like a gate in like reality. I'm assuming, right? Like you're
it's not opening a gate in reality. It's more so here. I'm sending it in a.
Because just to understand what Zaraki did from Bleach, he like it was like he was being put in like another dimension and he cut out of that dimension. So it's like I took that as like hold on. Yeah. Well then, but that has nothing to do with. That's just cutting on different planes of existence. What does that have to do with bypassing?
Cutting space and cutting dimensions is the same thing, because the dimension is another space. Like David can attest to this. It was stated in the story that Sparta did seal the space, the demon world and the human world, because of Yamamoto. Like he sealed it.
So
and they even used Yamamoto in the game to essentially open the gate to the double world.
So here's my question then. So like what at that point nothing could defend against that, right? Like what is there?
I mean, if you're fast enough to dodge it, yeah.
Okay. Well, no. Well, okay. So durability wise, here's the thing. Durability wise, I don't think she's blocking something like that. But let me look at her speed and regeneration, right? So in her like full vampire mode, when she has like the shadow arm and shit, we have her. So first of all, his guns, if he can even hit her, like if he can catch her up to her speed wise, the guns aren't going to do anything, like, because she blocks machine gun fire with her shadow arm. So I'll again, if you want me to send any of these, just tell me. But otherwise, I'm just going to put them in the video myself, because I know you've seen the show. So she blocks machine gun fire. Yeah. So the guns aren't going to be a factor, honestly, unfortunately, for either of these people. Because first of all, are we thinking that does he swing his sword faster than bullets? Is that what we're thinking here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what I will say is, just because I did want to bring up a couple of these, in terms of like how strong she is, like I said, she can rip fuckers in half with her bare hands. There's a scene where she's literally like, she flicks, like, because there's a dude who's like, you're not a vampire, and she literally flicks this dude 3 times. First flick like makes him bloody, the second flick knocks him back like real bad, and the third flick like flicks him into like a bunch of people and knocks them over like from a flick, and he's like bloody and like on the ground, right? So there's that kind of shit. Yeah. We have regenerating from multiple holy knives. Let's see. She can see through illusions with her third eye. Rips steel. She rips steel at one point. So yeah, in her full form, the main thing that she seems to have is just immense physical strength. And she literally like ripping people apart with her bare hands. Now, when we're talking defense, there's not a lot of that. What it seems, and I'm trying to find the biggest thing that she regened from. Because otherwise,
has she ever regened from like fire, like heavy fire?
Fire.
Because with
regeneration,
Red Queen Red Queen, he can charge it. She can charge it 3 times to do special moves here. I'm gonna get the YouTube video.
David, if you remember anything that I'm not remembering, let me know.
I have not seen you miss a beat.
Seras.
I don't wanna.
I think is the worst thing she regenerates from when she gets like cut up and like blinded. Is that?
I believe so. Yeah.
Um.
Again, it's also been like 3 years since I watched the entirety of the series.
Let's see here. Yep. Striking durability. She takes hits from someone who is able to slice clean through a building. Apparently. So, I mean, there's that. But again, you're talking spatial, so. At this point, I'm just seeing if what the biggest thing she regen from. Otherwise, your spatial thing might. It seems like you have the big issue that I'm seeing here is you have way more shit, right? So like Seras' main stuff. If I were to define and summarize Seras, it's sniping from a distance, and then if you get in close, she goes into this fucking berserker rage where she's literally going to like bite your head off and rip you apart, literally rip you in half with her arms, right? So, do you think it's possible for her to get in close to Nero? Like, are you thinking like you don't think she could even get and have a little bit of a close combat like thing with him?
If that was the case, I feel like even then, because Nero has reacted to it, like in terms of I feel like he has more to offer when it comes to because he switches. If you look at the videos, the gifs, and Dave can attest to this, he switches through like gunfire and sword. So I think has she ever dealt with someone with that type of fighting style, the unpredictable fighting style of using a gun and sword at the same time?
David, remind me, has she ever fought anyone that switches between a gun and a sword at the same time in the show? I know that she fought. Obviously, she dealt with the guy that used the holy knives, and she healed from the knives.
He's also fought Dante, who I can get Dante's respect thread. Who, because if we're going by timeline wise, that would be Dante. I could use Dante's scale. I could use scaling from Devil May Cry 1 and 3. So, Dante's been with Behemoth. He's able to just break a giant stone pillar with
again. No, she's taken. When it comes to that, she can block machine gun fire, and she's like been slammed through like steel doors and been fine. So I mean, like in terms of like physical blows, she's gonna be fine. I think the main thing that I'm concerned about is you slicing her up so much that she can't like that she's basically even if she doesn't die. My concern is you slicing her up so much that she's like out. You know, like she's unable to fight anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even if like, and again, because in Hellsing, it's hard to really know if something like the whole concept of dying is weird in Hellsing because Alucard's essentially immortal and she's on her way to becoming immortal. But what you can do is essentially, you know, basically be like, because even if it was that, then we'd move to KO here, and you know what I mean. So I'm gonna end this off by saying my main thing here is. You don't think there's any way that any of these like huge ass guns she don't think she could even get a hit on him?
No, not at all.
And I'm trying to think that everyone that she's and David, would you agree with me that like everyone that she's shot with those were they mostly just like scrub vampires? Because I know she got like long ass distances obviously, but speed wise, I mean,
I don't.
Still just bullets, right?
But I mean, speed wise, she's never really fought anybody as fast as Nero, essentially. And obviously with the dimension cutting bullshit, and Nero, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I forgot about the whole dimension. Now, if this was Alucard, it'd be a different story.
Yeah,
that man.
Alucard, Alucard's taking that W.
Alucard would stomp.
Yeah.
Dante vs. Alucard actually be a really good fight, though. I like that.
So, unless. And I guess one last time I just want to make a play for this, just to make sure I really satisfy every Seras fan that clicked on this. Seras, in her fucking blood rage, you cannot deny that would be a bit of like an oh my god for Nero. Like he might be like, oh jeez, like come on, have you seen what she does?
Yeah, I think he that would make it the difficulty higher. But Nero is used to fighting demons, and she's still technically a demon, so it
Vampire,
wouldn't
but
be
close
anything.
enough,
Yeah, she's same category.
Yeah.
But wouldn't be anything that he hasn't seen before, because the final boss has essentially like a boost. David can attest to this as well. When you fight him inside the Savior, so he gets like a little like a little Super Saiyan transformation type deal in the game, and he beats him. So and the final boss in Devil May Cry 4 does a lot of long range stuff. Like his main focus of attack is long range. David, am I correct in saying this? You have to, like, the whole strategy of beating him is to get in close with your Devil Bringer, because he attacks such a long range with like lightning and stuff like that.
No, and you think that now?
David?
I have headphones on as I've explained to you multiple times. So Thurman, so you've watched this show. Would you say that even in her like full vampire mode at the end, do you remember a lot of that?
I feel like with her full mode, she'd be able to surprise him, like you said, but not enough to actually affect him. Like he'd be like surprised for like a second, but like he'd be able to get back into the fight type deal.
All right, so I guess summarizing how I assume this fight would go would be.
Here we go. I found the proper pull all the fires with the.
Okay, when you're waiting on that, I'm going to summarize how I assume this fight would go, and obviously I apologize if this one isn't. If you have something that you think I missed, please do tell me, because I'm not as knowledgeable in Hellsing as I am in a lot of other things. It's been a long time. I was going off of multiple different respect threads and my memory from a couple years ago. So if I've missed something, please do tell me, and we will absolutely make a correction video if it's something obvious that I missed. But the way I see this going is Seras attempting to start off by just attempting to riddle him with these anti-tank rounds, but he would probably just be anime dodging those. You know how I'm thinking, like, I'm visualizing like anime character style, just like, jumping out of the bullets' ways right before they hit the ground, like style shit. I assume, like, I actually even envision this cool scene where, like, if she's on top of a building, I can see him would he be able to do something like run up a building like prototype style? Yeah. So I could see him like.
Ask David. David can attest to this.
David, he said that you can attest to this.
Yeah. Like, hey, bitch.
So I could see him just like basically continuing to dodge the bullets as he starts running up the building. Seras would probably be like, "Fuck, bullets aren't working." Probably at this point would go into some crazy bloodlust, blood rage thing. Maybe get a couple good swipes in at him. Maybe a bite or two. Try to start ripping him, but he would be able to.
Maybe this is how he loses the arm.
That's the canon. That's why he has a robot arm. But I assume like he would be able to block most of these hits with his sword until he finally brings out whatever he feels the need to bring out.
Just literally.
Oh, nice. So that's how unfortunately I see this going. My girl Seras, I love her so. But yeah, any final comments here, Thurman?
Nah, you nailed it.
All right, good shit. And you know what? Chaos Battle's back, baby. Sorry for the hiatus, and hopefully the next one will be a bit more of a complex arguing for 2 hours type.
Till next time, peace.